Hey everybody, this is Captain Kyle and I'm here with a special knockoff review. I'm looking at Dr. Wu's Monitor Officer and Destroy Emperor, which are basically world's smallest Sound Blaster and world's smallest Galvatron. A very cool set, and I'm going to show you all the awesomeness. Be right back. So when I'm talking about world's smallest Transformers, I am not talking about these world's smallest Transformers. I mean, they're nice, but they don't actually transform, so I wouldn't actually call them Transformers. World's smallest Action Master PVC figure? No, these are very similar to the world's smallest that came out years ago, which pretty much transformed just like the original G1, only, as you can see, on a very small scale. So let's take a look at these two fine Transformers, or fake Transformers. As you can see, taking them out of the box, they are in plastic, and it shows them off in their robot modes. Included is also rather large instruction sheets, which it actually looks like it's in scale because of the actual size of the transforming robots in question. And these actually look better than the Hasbro ones nowadays. You could probably follow these directions pretty easily. You also get cards for the Monitor Officer and Destroy Emperor. Kind of like Pokemon, but you know, I don't know how you play it. So let's get them out of this plastic prison. And you can see they are very small. Here's my finger. And if we put the world's smallest next to them, they are pretty much in scale. Let's take a look at the Sound Blaster. And putting him next to the world's smallest Soundwave, I actually like the Sound Blaster a little bit better. His head is bigger. They have similar shoulder cannons. The only issue is there is no gun for Sound Blaster, but they are very similarly sized. So the articulation on the mini Sound Blaster, I have to say, is very impressive. The head turns, which is part of the transformation, but he also bends at the elbow. He can swivel at the shoulder. He twists at the waist. He can do a full Jean-Claude Van Damme, bends at the knees. So overall, the articulation is pretty incredible. So let's get him transformed. The shoulder cannon comes off so that you can lose it. The arms actually push in, which is pretty good engineering for something so small. Just turn the head around, fold it down, push the arms back, the feet fold around to the back, and there you go with the world's smallest Sound Blaster, with one of the world's smallest accessories to fall off the table, get kicked under a rug, or you can plug it in the top if you're going to leave it in this mode. Slightly wrong, but I guess it's a microphone. Now, in some ways, he is superior to the old Soundwave one. Soundwave's head can't turn, so when you're transforming him, he's basically looking up in the air. However, the Soundwave one, the little battery cover comes off the back, so you can store the weapons in there. So there is a plus for the official toy. They're both of similar size. From the top view, Sound Blaster's a little thicker, but both pretty awesome toys. And like I said, it's great that Sound Blaster is in scale with the other ones. Forget about putting basics or core size figures with your cities. Put world's smallest Transformers and your cities will look huge. Now the Destroy Emperor, or Galvatron as we like to call him, is very cool looking. Looks, again, pretty accurate to the character. As far as articulation goes, he can't do a full Jean-Claude Van Damme. He can bend his knees, can move his legs out to the sides or forward. He can do front kicks. The head can turn. He twists at the waist, and he's got ball socket joints for his shoulders so they can go everywhere. He can bend at the elbow for basically something on the scale of a world's smallest. Very impressive array of articulation. And the transformation is pretty clever. You have to take off his arm cannon. On his back, there's a little switch that you flip up, and you can use it to push his head down. Take the cannon and attach it there. His legs fold and come together, and you just put his arms down and then bend at the elbows to get yourself an approximate of the original cannon. It's not perfect, but again, with the small size, I'm actually pretty impressed.
Megatron? Is that you?
Here's a hint.
you can reenact that scene. Some people don't like it because Starscream turns into ash. But the Monitor Officer and the Destroy Emperor, or Soundblaster and Galvatron, are a very cool set of toys. I would highly recommend it. I actually got them through AliExpress. They were like 21 something. After shipping and tax, it was like 29 bucks. But for two really well put together world's smallest, I think that's a pretty reasonable amount. That's for shipping to the US, of course, so really depends on where you're having them shipped. But I'll put a link below in the description so that you can check these guys out for yourself. I definitely recommend them for your collection. At the very least, they're conversation starters. And while you're waiting for your Monitor Officer and Destroy Emperor to show up, you can check out these other videos over here. If you haven't already, you can subscribe down there, hit that notification bell, follow us on the social things. We'll see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.